Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. First pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. The gun, it's Burrow. And able to find Green. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his man here. It's Green. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow will throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DeRon Harmon. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford fighting through, but he can't get away from it. Down he goes. Geno Atkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle by
good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Throw to Higgins out wide. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first.
Their own 47-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. Mixon with a first down carry, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Danny Shelton.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Tyler Boyd. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. 12 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Burrow. And his throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lions take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man is Trey Burton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st and 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Stafford here. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
The 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 23-yard
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 18-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
12 at the 19-yard line.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Stafford. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Bengals nothing.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Complete.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Joe Mixon.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run. This is Scarborough. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Ties the game at 7.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. First down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now it's Burrow.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
19, Lions 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Stafford. And he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Detroit Lions.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for the Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score, Bengals 19. Lions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
On the tackle,
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down. Mixon, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
At the 39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. 16 yards, a first down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. down. Mixon, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes out and ends up making a play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play